I hope you are doing well today, and that as you serve Messiah, that it is according to the Father's will. I thought it would be good to talk about humility, about what it means. We know that there's people that put on an act of humility, but as followers of Messiah, we need to be humble. We know that Messiah is humble. He showed us that. Our Father in heaven is very humble. We can know how our Father in heaven is because of what Messiah showed us. He came to show us the Father. He's the way to the Father. And if you understand that, you'll know that's why when he was asked, show us the Father and we'll be satisfied, he said, if you've seen me, you've seen the Father. And because that's Elohim come to us. Messiah and the Father are the same Spirit. They are one. They are truly one. And sometimes people try to understand that a little bit. If we can understand a husband and wife being one, they're one in the flesh. They're united that way. And science knows that. Scripture tells us that. And so, in that sense, we can understand spiritually, the Father and Son are united by the same Spirit. That's the difference. And that's a much better connection than just being connected in the flesh. Humble people many times are misunderstood. Sometimes they're viewed as passive-aggressive, when in reality, it's not that they lack the ability to come right out and say things. They're basically trying to be humble, they're trying to be nice. They don't want to hurt other people. And so in a lot of ways, humble people get a bad rap. Humility many times is associated with being too passive, submissive, or insecure. But in reality, that's very far from the truth. Instead, humble people are very much the opposite. They are confident and competent in themselves so much that they seek to self-actualize by helping others. Humble people don't feel the need to boast about themselves, but instead let their actions speak for themselves. To be humble isn't to think less of yourself, but to think of yourself less. Humble people put others first. I'll cover just a few things here, as well as this point. Humble people are aware of their self-worth, and because of this, they don't feel the need to cast themselves before others just to show them how much they know. Instead, humble people realize that nobody cares how much they know until those people know how much they're cared for. And many times this is, misread by people, with an evil eye. People with a critical spirit, things like that. Humble people are misread many times. Humble people do retain relationships. Studies have shown, that humble people are more likely to help friends rather than their prideful counterparts. Because of this, they maintain stronger personal and professional relationships. A study of more than 1,000 people with roughly 200 in leadership positions revealed that companies with humble people in leadership positions had a more engaged workforce and less employee turnover. Humble people are situationally aware. Many times it may not appear so. Humble people, even though they're highly aware, they don't reveal all either. Situational awareness is a function of emotional intelligence, as it is being aware of yourself, the group, the actions of each, and the social dynamics. They tend to aim their focus outward as they try to learn more about the situation. They try to look around themselves, understand other people, not in a way that they're pointing the finger, in a way they're trying to understand the situation. And sometimes for the purpose of bringing peace to a difficult situation. Humble people are peacemakers. Humble people make difficult decisions, usually pretty easy. Since they put others' needs before their own, when faced with hard choices, they respect the morale and ethical boundaries that govern the decision. As a result, they base their decision making on a sense of shared purpose rather than self-interest. They're able to take kind of step outside their skin, so to speak, and not just make decisions based on themselves, and kind of look around the whole situation, taking an objective look, not looking at it as though, okay, how am I going to gain by this? How's it going to build me up? How am I going, if it's at work, how am I going to, get a promotion through this and blah, blah, blah. It's not about that with humble people, because humble people are not lifting themselves up. They make choices according to, the interest of everybody. In a spiritual thinking person, they make choices based on Scripture, even though sometimes people observing won't realize that. They'll try to sometimes read things according to man's psychology and think the person's all doing it for this reason, that reason. Okay, those are people with an evil eye. Those aren't humble people. Those are goats. Scripture shows us this very clearly. Humble people have the best intentions. They'll care about you and do things for you unconditionally. These are some of the things, and hopefully as more time allows, I'll get into some of this more, but these are some of the more important points to remember and consider. So, hope you stay blessed. Hope you subscribe and come back. I'd love to hear back from people. I love the fellowship, and hear what the Lord is doing in your life, and hopefully several of us can connect, subscribe to one another, and just share ideas and the love of Messiah, because that's what humble people are. They have love. They have real love. They have the love of the Father. So come on back. Thanks for watching, and may Yeshua bless you real good.